Welcome to Football Game Plan Scout Team. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. And now that the 2021 NFL Draft is complete, let's take a look back and see how well these teams did this past April. With rookie minicamps done and the 90-man roster with the undrafted free agents locked in as they head into training camp, let's evaluate the entire class and hand out a grade. So without further ado, let's take a look at the Football Game Plan Scouting grading scale to see what these numbers next to the prospects actually mean. The Chicago Bears only had 7 selections in this year's draft, but man, they made the most of it as judging by the grades alongside their selections. So essentially, I liked everything about what the Bears did this past April, and I'm going to tell you why I liked them. Starting with their quarterback, Justin Fields. They finally got the answer right when they selected Fields as their QB1. This is a guy that has franchise-changing capability. He's able to make plays on the move. He's able to make plays from the pocket. He has the right temperament to handle being a starting quarterback in a major city in a football craze market like Chicago. He did it at Ohio State, did it really well, and has the ability to play well during pressure. I compared this game to that of Deshaun Watson because of that temperament and that ability to rise to the occasion and raise his level of play. They got it right this time by taking Justin Fields. He's their day one franchise changer. I'm excited for Bears fans for what they're going to see out there on the field coming from their QB. And then they beefed up the offensive line with Tevin Jenkins and Larry Borom. Now, Jenkins is a guy that has experience in playing both left and right tackle and looks to be the starter at left tackle right out of the gate for Chicago, giving them someone that has good point of attack strength in terms of the run game. And Borom, I thought, was outstanding. In my scouting report, you have blocks out the sun. This is a massive tackle with very good athleticism, and I could see these guys potentially being the starting bookends for Chicago. So they went ahead and beefed up the offensive line, and they added more offensive, explosive playmakers at running back and at wide receiver, starting with Khalil Herbert out of Virginia Tech. This is the guy that can take it the distance anytime he touches the football. Every time you look up, he's having some sort of 60-plus yard run, whether that's from the backfield or as a kickoff returner. So either way, he's going to help them out year one for Chicago. Daz Newsome is a slot receiver that does a great job after the catch. He's a great catch and run guy. So you put him in this offense where you're going to see a lot of zone read option. He's going to have some optimal matchups out there in space, and all you have to do is get him the football and he can do the rest. And defensively, they were able to tighten up some spots on that side of the football. You start with Thomas Graham out of Oregon. You want to find the football, you just find Thomas Graham. This dude gets his hands on a lot of passes. His ball instincts are impressive. He was one of the best in the nation at defending the ball. If the ball is near him, best believe is getting challenged. He finished his career with 32 pass breakups and 8 interceptions. And Kiaris Tonga of BYU is a guy up front that does a great job in winning those one-on-one matchups. You think about someone coming from a program where they ran the football as well as they did, and this is a guy that saw that consistently at practice. He uses his hands exceptionally well. You see it show itself with how he's able to handle those solo blocks and double teams. I think his ability to slip blocks and slip double teams is what makes him special, and he's able to pick a side during a double, work his hands to split them, and get into the backfield. I feel as though the Bears also cleaned up in the undrafted free agent market as well. Charles Snowden out of Virginia at 6'6", 232 is a very good athlete who has the length to complicate things at the line of scrimmage. He's a long, lengthy edge player that uses his ability to extend and set a solid edge. He can bend the corner, flatten to the quarterback, chase the away run play, and also stays active at the line, utilizing that wingspan to get up into the air. He has that work-withable set of tools and upside that you want to root for and work with him out there on the field. CJ Marable out of Coastal Carolina is a slippery, slithery runner that has above average acceleration. He's a very good perimeter runner that is able to take advantage of angles, manipulating them to his benefit, and has shown gradual improvement at the FBS level since transferring from FCS Presbyterian. He's a dual threat type of a back that has the ability to be a significant problem in the passing game. I think he's a core one special teamer and return specialist. Reminds me a lot of Trenton Cannon, who plays with the New York Jets. Deontay Ruffin out of Western Kentucky at 5'11", 185 pounds is a click and close guy that can really snap out of his break, whether he's in his back pedal or coming from a dead standstill. He closes quickly on the ball with good length, using his outside arms to shield that receiver from the football. And he's a technician who is able to play around with his technique, try new things because he's confident in his skill set. Keep an eye out for Caleb Johnson out of Houston Baptist. This dude was a disruptive performer for the Huskies all throughout his career. He finished his career down there with 255 tackles, 28.5 TFLs, 9 sacks, and 3 quarterback hurries. When he's rushing a passer, he has a nice dip under move to get past the offensive lineman and is a seek and destroy type blitzer whose only goal is to affect the pocket or blow up a run play. So another one of these core special team type prospects that has tremendous upside. Sam Kamara was a late entry into the draft class, so I didn't have a full scout report on him, but I've seen him play live twice. And this is a guy that's your classic 3 technique. He's quick off the ball, has good hand fighting skill set, and shows a want to out there on the field. You see it on display when it's the run game going away from him or when they try to run power to him. He's doing a great job of trying to fight through a double team, get off a block, and make a play. So I love the upside of Kamara, and I'm glad to see him get that opportunity with the Bears. Chicago gets an A+ for their draft. They did an outstanding job all throughout, knocked it out the park. They got the franchise quarterback. They got him help up front along the offensive line with 2 very good offensive line prospects. They got him some more weapons to go along with the weapons already on the roster in Khalil Herbert and also Daz Newsome. And in the secondary, corner was an issue. They found someone that could play inside in Thomas Graham that has great ball skills and instincts. So I thought they did a good job top to bottom. You look at some of the undrafted free agents that we talked about. Snowden has tremendous upside. You also look at Kamara and Marable, another player that definitely has an opportunity to make this roster. So from top to bottom, start to finish, Chicago did a fantastic job in April. So that's it for this edition of Football Game Plan Scout Team. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Be sure to follow me on all of my social media accounts. And don't forget to check out and subscribe to the Football Game Plan Network located at youtube.com/footballgameplan. Also subscribe on iTunes to Football Game Plan Podcast and leave us a 5-star rating.